Hi, I'm Sylvia Bradley with Westside Historical Society, and I'm here today with Bill Wilson from Pemberton Hall Foundation to tell you about an event we have coming up that we think you're going to love. Bill, would you talk about that a little bit?
Thank you, Sylvia. Yes, I'm Bill Wilson, and as she said, I'm with Pemberton Hall Foundation. And every year for the last, I don't know, number of years, probably 14 or 15 years, we've done a wreath making workshop, which is a heck of a lot of fun to do, by the way. We make a little bit of money for the Pemberton Hall Foundation and the Westside Historical Society. And this year it's going to be on December 9th from 10 until 2-ish. Let's put it that way. Usually it's 4 o'clock before we're out of there. And we do it at Pemberton Historical Park in the Education Building. And we'd like for you to come with us this year. We hope that those that have been in the past will come back and join us this year. The participants will make a wreath or swag or a Christmas decoration. We have greenery supplied for you. We'll have the backing materials there. You can make up your own backing. Usually it's a traditional material for grapevine wreath, which is how they were made in the past. And any number of other things that you can think of that you would like to have for Christmas decorations. And we have a very good time doing it as well, and you'll see in these photographs that we supplied for you from past years. So we'd like to ask you to come out, help support the Westside Historical Society and the Pemberton Hall Foundation, and make yourself a Christmas decoration that is less expensive, by the way, than what you're going to buy them.
Yeah, and we also do this as a kind of a mission effort because this is also something that historically very important to the Lower Eastern Shore, and so this is kind of a reminder of those days when railroad cars filled with greenery and ready-made wreaths were leaving to go to Baltimore and Washington and Philadelphia and deliver Delmarva greens for the holidays. So we do a little bit of history. I tell people that we supply the materials and they supply the imagination.
That's just about right. And you're right about the tradition. This is something that goes back really to, well, let's say the 1890s, but primarily during the Depression, Great Depression. The families on the Lower Eastern Shore, this was their bread and butter money in many cases, and the whole family participated in making these, and they went out into the woods. They gathered all the holly and usually cedar that went along with it and evergreens, brought it back and made literally rooms full of wreaths, starting in late September when it started getting cool. They would have the windows open in the room to keep them cool and so forth. And then the buyers would come through and purchase the wreaths, and literally train loads of these went out of the Lower Eastern Shore. It all ceased when transportation became so easily acquired, and when the railroads left the area. And so some people, some families, including my own, kept the tradition alive. For example, when I was a kid, I was making these for our own home. I taught my daughter how to do it, and it became a family tradition to go over and make the wreaths. So I wanted to bring it. We wanted to bring it to everyone in the area. Try to revive this kind of thing, and have some fun at the same time. So again, it's on December 9th from 10 until 2, or until you finish. At Pemberton Historical Park, Pemberton Hall Foundation. It's in the Education Building there at Pemberton Historical Park on Pemberton Drive in Salisbury.
The price of this is $15 for each item you make, and you choose the item. We do not have all the kinds of decorations you might have. You're welcome to bring your own, but we may have a few ribbons made up, but we are interested mainly in the wreath or the swag or whatever kind of greenery that you're going to make. So you're welcome to bring those other things if you want. We will also have some refreshments because it's usually kind of cool, and we'll have maybe some warm cider or something to go with that. There is no way to sign up and take a place. It's just come as you arrive. We have a limited number of spaces at the table. So when you come, if the tables are full, you might have to wait a few minutes, but it won't be long. And sometimes if the weather's nice, we even work on tables outdoors. So it's a kind of a fun day and a great learning situation as well.
We usually do about 10 to 12 people at a time, and there's really not been any problem. As you say, that they may have to wait a few minutes for some individuals to finish up. And as we say, we make the basic forms. If you wish to add fruits, for example, as you see in some of the examples that we're going to show you in just a few minutes, these are traditional wreaths. They are made the way that they originally were. You can bring your own wire backing if you wish, but we're going to make the backings out of using materials that are natural materials. They're all natural wreaths. There's no glue guns along with this, and we supply all the materials. So if you wanted to adapt yours by adding dried statice, for example, or other dried flowers, or if you wanted to put on, let's say, lemons and oranges and that kind of thing on yours, that's fine. There can be some great creativity with this. So you may decide, for example, that you want to use materials that mean something to you. We've had people bring their own oyster shells, for example, and attach it to it.
Last year we had deer antlers.
That's right. We had deer antlers. We've had wreaths made with wild turkey feathers, for example, and they're beautiful. So it's only limited by your creativity and the time that you want to spend in doing it. And then you can take them home and finish them off. These are usually exterior, when you're making them on the 9th, they're usually for exterior use. If you wanted to hang it on outside and then bring it in maybe a few days before Christmas, that would be fine. But they're really for exterior front doors or for use that way. And if you're having a party and you wanted to have centerpieces for your table, that's another way it can be done along with it. And we'll help you figure out how to do all of these things too, because it's a process that you can go through to make them that you can adapt to whatever it is you want to do.
So if you're interested and you need more information, you can email us at westsidehistorical@gmail.com, or you can phone us at Westside, and our number is 410-726-8047. Or Bill, you can give them Pemberton's number or your number.
You can call 410-742-4182, and I'll be glad to give you some information in that way as well. Or you can call Pemberton Hall at 410-742-1741. You can also go online to the Pemberton Hall Foundation's website, which is pembertonhall.com.
So we hope to see you on the 9th. Look forward to enjoying a nice, brisk December day and getting all ready for Christmas.
In advance, thank you for coming. We hope to see you.